marriage benefits men, it does not benefit women, period. The happiest women in this country are single and childless.
They were looking at women from 50 to 84 years old. The results indicate that net of other effects, both loneliness and depression are significantly related to childlessness for women, but not for men.
My friend Katie decided to show me her checklist of things that she can't handle.
Negative male checklist.
Negative male traits. It's so long. Calling his parents mommy and daddy, flippers, wetsuits, all snorkeling gear. Having junior in their name.
Or like the third.
Long nails, any white showing. Being really pale. Being late, air guitar. When guys When guys chant the Wolf of Wall Street chant.
Oh, you know with the
yes. Plays any instrument besides piano or drums. Won't let me do his makeup for fun because it's gay.
Because he's not comfortable with his sexuality.
You're right. Never giving compliments. Bad grammar. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Being opposed to taking the subway. Yeah. Being on dating apps.
Drinking out of little red straws.
The coffee stirrers.
Like 2 of them. Yes.
Asking to connect Bluetooth in an Uber. Having a sister instead of only brother.
Oh no, this is the most controversial one.
I feel like they think they're like God's gift when they've grown up with sisters.
Yeah.
Wears a button-down and brown shiny leather dress shoe.
It's the dress shoe.
Can't write a proper essay. Not liking sushi. That's a huge...
No, but it also you know what it means.
It says so much about them.
You know what it means.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fun and games until you hit the wall. Now, what these lovely young ladies don't quite yet understand is that by wasting your time by creating this laundry list of insurmountable Disney-like fairy tale bullshit, you are wasting the prime time in your life to get the type of dude that you would want. What they also don't realize is that they've been given a false depiction of what men truly are, or what it is that these men truly want. These are the same women that are modern or sexually liberated, living within their freedom, living without boundaries, yet think men should be like Prince Charming or treat them like princesses and should be ultra perfect. It's completely absurd. But let me key you guys into something. Women that create these insurmountable lists are never good women. They're never good options. Why? Well, they create these incredible lists to set up a high barrier for a men to try to cross so they can go back and blame their list on the reasons why they were not able to get a man. But in reality, they know they're for the streets. What y'all just experienced is the modern woman echo chamber, not holding each other in reality or being accountable, but instead cheering each other off the cliff of delusion.
Here are a list of things I expect men to do in marriage. Okay. Number 1, pay the rent, mortgage, and utilities. So that's like the rent, the water, and like the electric. You know what I'm saying? And then if we have a home, like the property tax and the mortgage insurance, all that good stuff. Number 2, to do most of the cooking. I cook, but I don't really like to cook. So it's really a plus when I meet a guy who is really good at cooking. And there are actually a lot of men that are great cooks. Number 3, the dishes. I don't like doing the dishes, so it would be great to have a man that just took that chore off of my hands because I don't like to do the dishes. Number 4, do the laundry. And when I say do the laundry, I don't just mean like put the clothes in the wash. I mean like the whole process. Put the clothes in the wash, put the clothes in the dryer, put them up, iron what needs to be ironed, fold what needs to be fold. Like do the whole thing from A to Z. Number 5, take out the trash. I don't like to take out the trash. Number 6, any yard work or housework. Now, he doesn't necessarily have to like fix it. Like if there's like a broken pipe or something, like he doesn't have to fix it, but he does have to be responsible in calling whoever to make sure that it is fixed.
You don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Number 7, upkeep the car. So that includes any tire changes that need to be made, any oil changes that need to be made, putting gases in the car, making sure the cars are washed, like the whole process of upkeeping the cars from A to Z. Number 8 is date nights at least twice a month, but that actually goes into like any form of recreational activities. So if we're going kayaking, if we're deciding to take a camping trip, if we're deciding to go to a theme park, just at least 2 dates and or recreational activities per month. And number 9, an annual honeymoon. I do want to be one of those couples that takes a honeymoon every year in a different location. I think that's super cute. So definitely an annual honeymoon and then a separate family vacation. So that's 2 big trips per year. So a honeymoon and a separate family vacation. And yes, I expect for him to pay for it.
Listen to me. You can want whatever you want, mama. Mama tell you this, even if you were a 10, it would be damn near impossible to find a man to fulfill all of your requirements. Not only do you want him to be the breadwinner to pay for your lifestyle, mortgage, rent, utilities, but then you also want him to do all of the home activities as well. I mean, this is like the literal definition of wanting a Ferrari while you're living off of food stamps. I mean, it just seems like an odd amount of delusion or lack of perception of the reality around you. Have you ever asked yourself, like, for all of these things that you require, what is that man then getting? And then juxtapose that with what do men generally want out of women? But if she has the gall to come up here and have such outlandish demands, can you imagine the entitlement of a true 8, 9, or 10? Because, madame, you are essentially looking for Superman that is also your taskmaster. And just for shits and giggles, let's just do some simple math. So you want him to pay all of the rent, the utilities, so let's say he's working the 40, 45 hours per week. Let's say you add in 2 hours per day for cooking breakfast, cooking dinner, maybe preparing like a lunch. That's damn near 60 hours a week to put a roof over your head and to put nourishment in your body. And let's not forget all of the time that it takes to take out the trash, do the laundry, the housework, the upkeep of the cars, and take you out on dates as well. So essentially, you either need to marry a superhero or you need to marry multiple men. But good luck to you.
I love this comment because it misses one of the most fundamental aspects of sociology and anthropology. We know.
Hold on. Men, stop subsidizing women's dreams and lifestyles. Equality is here. Be happy, be peaceful, save your money and retire early. Let them be miserable. Run! The majority of men on my channel want relationships, but they're just experiencing the dating plane today and saying, what is this? Actually makes me think about the last video, how she essentially wanted a rich slave.
And we've always known that men who are single, that means they are unmarried, are the most dangerous people in our society. So marriage stabilizes men and keeps them from committing crimes.
Correlation does not equal causation, ma'am. Do you even understand what that means? Just because two things happen at the same time does not mean that one caused the other.
And so this is a fact. This is nothing new. And so I would delete this comment, but I'm leaving it up to make that point, that marriage benefits men. It does not benefit women, period. The happiest women in this country are single and childless.
I would actually argue that your environment, or more of like your social economic status, is going to be more of a determinant whether or not you engage in criminal activity. But you know what else is also closer in correlation to what you are claiming? Men raised by single mothers. Men raised by single mothers are more likely to end up as criminals. But let's get back on this marriage doesn't benefit women, because that is a truly repugnant lie, because women benefit from a man's provisioning. Women benefit from a man's protection. It's just what you've convinced yourself of in order to make your current lifestyle feel good to you. And in fact, there's studies that show that women are more happy when they have family interactions or relationship interactions, where men are more likely to be driven by objects or things. So women can get married to build these relationships, which can give them a lot more happiness within life, because they can create relationships with the help of their husband. And I'd argue probably the strongest relationships that she will ever have in her life. I also found a study out of the University of Pennsylvania. Loneliness and depression in middle age and old age are childless more vulnerable. You know, because we actually do research over here. They were looking at women from 50 to 84 years old. The results indicate that net of other effects, both loneliness and depression are significantly related to childlessness for women, but not for men. Childless women are 46% more likely to report depression compared to mothers. So your claims that the happiness women are single and childless are completely bogus. It's probably a lie that you've created in order to substantiate happiness within yourself. I'll leave a link to the study down in the description box down below.
Like, I don't like the men that if they're balding, like, don't try to save the hair. Just go ahead and shave it off. Don't try to like spray it.
So why can't you wear a wig, but a guy can't do something to fix his balding?
Great question, Kendra.
Cause it just doesn't. Mine look great. Theirs don't. Theirs just don't compliment. I met a guy. He was really, really a nice guy. Opened doors, was such a gentleman. But that turned me off. The spray in his hair and in his beard. It was a turn off. Cause I'm like, am I still gonna be attracted to you when it's not fair?
You know what you're saying right now is exactly how men feel about women with makeup and wigs.
Exactly.
That's exactly how they feel. What you just said. You just said, would you still be attracted to him without it? Yeah, that's the men's sentiments when they meet women with hair and makeup, because they're wondering, will I like you without all of it?
Correct.
Your sentiment is the same exact sentiment as a guy.
Modern women are just simply not self-aware. They've not been trained to look at themselves. They've been trained to look at and judge others, and then also shame others into whatever their perception of perfection actually is. This woman has the audacity to call out hair loss and a man trying to fix it or cover it up. Meanwhile, she's probably balder than that same man. This is how you get so many women whose minimum requirements is 6 figures, but meanwhile, they make no money. They complain about their student loan debt. They complain about their credit cards. They expect you to pay for all of their shit because they can barely support themselves. This must just be a form of subconscious projection. She probably feels secure about herself, but her self-defense mechanism is to look at to others and judge others. Like you said that he was a nice guy. He did all these things for you, but you rejected him because he was trying to give the perception that his beard was still there. The nerve. All right, guys, that's it for today's collection of clips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself here today. Make sure you leave a timestamp down below so I know exactly which portion of the clip that you are speaking about. Last but not least, feel free to join my Patreon, best Patreon on this side of the internet, connected up to my private Discord, my private community, where we have conversations regarding your value, your purpose, your contributions to this world, in your pursuit of being the most awesome version of yourself. If you want to join, link in the description down below, and I'll see you soon. All right? Until next time, YouTube.